All right, this is quite an old game. You might remember this from a while ago, and I wish one a video I did where we just kind of destroyed Shaco in a little tiny, where's Shaco too? A little tiny video. Anyways, low elo Rengar, attack damage red, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, attack damage twins, and I believe my masteries were either 921 or 21-9. I don't quite know. Both actually work well on him. Anyways, as you can see, is quite an old game. The fact that all chat still works because it seemingly died in one of the low replay issues. You know, it always has issues. Anyways, I'll dual queuing with my friend here. My team wards my blue just in case Shaco tries to steal it, and it allows me to leap over the bushes. And there's not much to say about Rengar. Not much to say about pretty much any jungler now. Oh, look, here I find myself a Shaco. I almost eviscerate him. He doesn't try to run away. Malzahar burns his flash trying to kill him, but, you know, we just send Shaco packing. We got first blood, too. I'm not sure if this is when the Trinity Force changes happen, but I mean, you can already tell what happened thanks to that other little video I posted. I jump on Zyra the second she returns back. I mean, she turns back from base. Leona catches herself in Ezreal, flash forward, and pretty much he's eviscerated. I was at the right place at the right time to catch two very easy kills. And now we just pretty much have bottom lane dominate. Bottom lane is one for my team. However, the other lanes seemingly have some issues. I bought Magic Razor because most of their, well, not most of the team are physical, but the Shaco's physical, and that's kind of the only one I worry about. The rest can probably insta-kill. Singed is Singed. She's just going to do Singed shit, you know. Never fucking die later in the game, so we kind of got to... my team has ridiculous amounts of damage. Malzahar can destroy Singed in no time if Singed charges into the team. So I feel my team's team comp is ridiculously strong. But right now, my only job is to gank people when they're available to gank. Either my team is dying, their team is dying. Like there's really not much I can do at this moment. Just kind of go run around farm and take any lane CS I can, or try to kill their jungler. Their jungler is kind of out of it. Just notice the chat in some cases, though. It's kind of amusing after a certain point. I found out that they were apparently ghosting me at some point in this game. That's when it comes to ghosting. That's probably the thing I hate the most when streaming. Ghosters are dicks. It's like, oh, poor Singed. Poor Singed that I remember this now. Singed, just unfortunate that I was here at the when I was clearing this bush. I mean, clearing this camp. My ultimate is essentially wasted because the Nidalee burns her flash and her ignite and everything to try to kill him, and I was going to make sure he didn't run away. But whatever, at least he got the kill. I didn't really intend to kill Singed. I was just kind of there at the right time. Anyways, the enemy team... I mean, we know the Shaco's trying to get his red buff, so I just steal it from him. I miss my smite. It's not the first smite I've missed. That makes me sad. We find ourselves another Shaco, jump on him, cut him up a little bit, but Malzahar is going to fail his ultimate quite a bit. We jump on the Karthus in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I decide to run because... we're going to fucking get killed. But surprisingly, I mean, not surprisingly, the Corki actually just shows up and dominates it. It's like, I tend not to have a lot of faith in the low levels. This is, I think, a silver game. So I was like a little cautious about who to rely on. Karthus can't kill me with his ultimate, and this is probably what's feeding to his frustration. Because you'll see some of the colorful things that are being said. I buy damage instead of tanky. Like, I would normally go brutalize instead of build tooth necklace and then build tanky. Here I jump right on top of the enemy team. I start just stabbing the crap out of the Karthus. In comes what's-his-face, Malzahar to finish everything up. I fail my flash and I die like a bitch. So I get my ass kicked right there. However, well, actually, no, I really can't make an excuse for that. Or, I mean, make it seem less pathetic. I die. If I had flashed properly, I wouldn't have died, and it would have been a 2-for-0. But it just turned out to be a 2-for-1. So while it isn't here. By the way, this is from the scene. Bam! We just jump and instantly eviscerate Shaco. Then we just kind of jump on the Singed and cut him up. Anyways, I fucked up my flash. Malzahar's fucked up his ultimate. We're all kind of fucking up. Like low elo is contagious, man. It does things to you. As far as Rengar goes, I really can't say much anymore. As a jungler, he's pretty mediocre. I mean, he's a strong ganker, no doubt. That's for certain. But a lot of his other jungle aspects are just suffering. Mostly his sustain and his clearing speed. If he doesn't buy items, he gets slower. If he doesn't buy items, he becomes slower. If he builds tanky, he'll survive team fights, but he won't do anything. It's like he doesn't exactly. He's like a Shaco. He's basically a cat Shaco. That's the best way I can put it. With arguably less sustain because Shaco can use his boxes, and weaker early ganks because Rengar is pretty much needs to be in the bushes in order to do things. I think he survived. No, he died. Okay, Ezreal died. Rengar can barely even try it. Barely. I'm not even gonna lie about this. Or he can't gank mid worth a damn because mid is a little too safe. And once he gets his ultimate, pretty much any lane just gets destroyed. There, I wasted my ultimate, so I just decided to just jump and stab Shaco a little bit. In comes Corki. He finishes off Zyra. Now we're fighting the fake Shaco. He blows up right in Leona's face. Corki dies, and now we run for our lives. Do I make it out? No. Yes. Nope. I died too. Okay, fine. Shaco killed me. So, anyways, I die right there. You could probably start seeing the chat where people are starting to get mad. Way to hold it up, Stonewall. Easy says it is. I don't know what I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I think I got ghosted because the person who the Karthus comes into my stream later on and says, "Stonewall, you piece of shit, blah blah blah, you suck dick and whatever." I don't know. He was yelling at me for some reason, and he quickly got banned. Then he came onto my video, the last one I posted, and made up some lies. He said that I was the first blood in the game and that the Shaco was beating me or whatever. It's just, nonsensical. But I can mention this without it being unethical. I can mention it. However, I have to ask you not to bother the people because they're probably angry because I'm a Smurf and whatever. They got crushed and their dreams are dead. But just leave them alone. If I ended that right there, just leave them alone. If they're being stupid, messaging me on my stream, watching my stream or whatever, then let them. I'm just mentioning the fact that they did. It was questionable and kind of stupid, and that's about it. They can live with their lives. I can live with my lives. I don't. That was a fucking terrible word for me. I remember the stream didn't let me live that down. I stabbed Shaco and I fucking eviscerate his guts. Clown blood everywhere. It's like a fucking mess. The agency that came to investigate it, they thought it was just a massacre. Anyways, all right, for Rengar, I guess. Season 4 doesn't look like it's going to help him much. Maybe in lane, though. Probably in lane. However, Rengar could see some use. Rengar could see some use if level 6 ganking would become the norm. Remember, in the jungle right now for Season 3, you gank at level 2, 3, 4, 5 and stuff. So you kind of become an impact quickly in the game. However, Season 4 jungle, vision has changed. Early ganking is much weaker. So if level 6 ganking becomes the norm, and you need direct ganks being from straight through the lane, then Rengar could see some use in the jungle again. Ooh, I jump on Zyra. I pretty much, trim those bushes. That's a sex analogy, I think. So, anyways, as I was saying, direct ganks straight from the lane would become very strong. So champions like Rengar, Nocturne, Lee Sin, Elise, those champions feel like they could become strong. Simply because, everybody has wards, and these guys can just avoid the wards by going straight to the damn lane. Of course, that's still yet to be seen. If it ends up being the same thing where early level gankers, dominate, then nothing really will change. However, if the direct ganks become the norm, then a lot of junglers will actually be out of a job. Characters like Maokai, Udyr, and stuff, they'll become weaker unless there are other means of jungle resource advantage or whatever becomes more viable, such as farming or invasion. Then they'll pretty much be out of a job. If Udyr can't gank, because direct, like as I said, direct ganks will be the only way, then Udyr can farm, he can invade, or he could just he can farm and invade or help push lanes. I died by a turret. At least Karthus got. Oh, Karthus didn't get the kill. He got an assist. I just really. I'm curious to see season 4. Like season 3, the early season 3 and the early season 2 were really terrible. They were atrocious. But they slowly got better. And I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that's the case with season 4 too. Except, we don't have a really shitty start. I have hope for, farming junglers to be stronger, ganking junglers to be slightly weaker, but slightly weaker early, and then them being just as strong as they are in season 3 for around mid game. And control junglers to, I just feel control junglers aren't going to be as strong. If there's no oracles, if there's no oracles, if there's no massive vision with wards and stuff, then I don't see control junglers being as good as they were used to be. They're the ones I fear got nerfed. Here they just completely, they almost killed the Shaco. Shaco reveals himself just to get mauled by the tiger, Panther Lady. Lady chick, how was a belch? I just finished breakfast. But as I was saying, hooray for Rengar. The new jungle doesn't do shit for anybody really. I mean, shit to anybody. So if you have weak sustain, you'll still have weak sustain. Actually, no, that's not the way. Actually, if you have weak sustain, you kind of be hurt. If you have AOE and weak sustain, you might actually be helped out because the new smite helps you. Helps you if you're a fucking slow ass character like Nautilus, Maokai. They love the new smite. Them and their actually Maokai's single target damage is pretty good because you have a really high AD ratio. Anyways, I digress. The new jungle brings hope to farmers and nothing to gankers, and a lot less for invading control junglers. Because I mean, if you're being invaded and they're taking your red buff, just go to the blue side and just keep farming that place. Ward it up, and hopefully your teammates aren't too stupid and not to help you. Because if it gets to the point where your mid laner coming to help you in on your blue side or red side of the jungle, and you both get beat up by the jungler, the game has way more issues than that. Sorry, the last part kind of devolved into a ramble. But this game's old. I kind of forget a lot of the things, and there's not much to say about this. We just kind of crushed them. The enemy team got mad and yelled at us in all chat, and the cost just says, "Fuck you, Smurf."